What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're focusing on the E30 yet again. You might be asking, why is the hood on? Why is it on the ground? Well, it's because this thing starts, idles, runs, and finally drives. So I'm going to insert a clip of it driving around and we'll talk about it. So you might be wondering what the issue was with this thing and why it sounded like a tractor. Well, like I said, I went off camera, I did some diagnosing, I had the car started and it was running, and I would unplug each spark plug one by one and see what would happen. Basically, 1, 3, and 5, it would kill the car. 2, 4, and 6, nothing would happen. So what I ended up doing was taking off the injector harness or sub harness, took it all the way off, traced some wires, and ended up also finding out that I had a fuel leak right on my feed. So that was good, fixed that, everything is great. Well, I tore apart the harness and discovered that all of them are the same ground or power, I don't know which it is, but they were all related somehow. I did some asking around. I talked to Payne, I talked to Artie, and Artie had mentioned trying a different ECU, so that's exactly what I did. As you can see in here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 in the car, so we have a good amount of ECUs in here. So I ended up just swapping to that one. That's the only one that would make it run perfectly fine, and so here we are. That's what fixed the car. Obviously there's still more to do with this, but that is how I got it running good, as you just saw in those clips. Alright guys, so now that we got this thing back on the road and driving, you might be asking yourself, what's next? Well, there's still a lot to do on this car. Still needs an exhaust, so I will pull it off of the junk car over there and see if that cat is good. If it's not, then I'll probably just weld a pipe in between the downpipe or headers and the muffler out back, just to quiet it down a little bit. Right now it kind of sounds like a tractor, as you probably heard in the video. And then I'm gonna probably focus on trying to get this thing to run a little bit better. I think it still has a slight misfire, and I just want it to drive pretty good. So after that, I think we'll focus on tires. So these are super dry rotted. Not sure if you can see, but these are pretty toast tires. I imagine they're probably older than I am. And then I will probably work on the interior a little bit. So as you can see, it's a mess. There's wires from old sound systems in here from years and years and years ago, and the seats kind of look awful. So that'll be next up. And then we're down to the body. So I'm not sure if you've noticed in these videos, but this panel is pretty damaged, so that'll be the quarter panel in this door. Otherwise on the car, it's not too bad. You have the usual clear coat peeling and old stickers, but really it's not that bad. So I'm gonna get working on that and we'll go from there. So the next video you see, it will have an exhaust on it. It'll be somewhat quieter and won't sound like an absolute lawnmower. And then I am also going to, it's tomorrow, but obviously this will be a different video. I will be jacking up the car on all four corners again, putting on stands and seeing what it needs suspension wise. So I'm going to probably air or smoke test this engine, see if it's got any vacuum leaks, and do that. I might film that. That might be interesting enough, but looking under the car and seeing what suspension bits it needs, I probably won't film. But I will be doing that off camera. So I will have ordered those parts. There should be a non-E30 video in between this one and the next. So I'm going to be working on that and then ordering, like I said, the suspension stuff and waiting on that to come in. It should take a little bit, but I'm not doing anything crazy, probably just stock everything. So, you know, it's going to take a little time to get those parts in, so I will either have a Caprice video or something else in the meantime, and we'll go from there. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you guys like this video or like the E30 content, let me know. You can like the video or subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to be posting this until it is perfect, basically, or until I can like daily it. So I also have Caprice, so you can watch for those videos. They're a little more rare videos, as you know, it's already built and a lot of the work is already done, but I do have some future content planned with that. I work on my truck from time to time. I can work on my fiance's Z3 if you guys want to see that. It doesn't really need much, but we can probably do some upgrades in the near future. And then I can also help out everyone else in the shop with their projects. So yeah, just stay tuned and let me know if you guys want to see more E30 stuff. See ya.